Perfect. No, I am the manager of various e-commerce sites. We've got a couple of showrooms. We import tiles from Spain and Italy and various countries around the world. And we're predominantly now e-commerce. We started off, we just had a showroom. When COVID struck, we decided we need to diversify. So we decided to sort of online was the only way because we had to shut the showrooms. So we moved everything to online.
Yeah,
I just oversee everything. I'm sort of in charge of making sure the websites are running smoothly, all the orders get out, just various bits within the businesses.
Nice. And what was the state of the advertising campaigns that you had in place, like before COVID?
Pre-COVID, we had various ad campaigns, but there was generic. So there was basically just going on to various avenues, whether it be Meta, whether it be Bing, whether it be Google, and it was just sort of click through the buttons. So yes, we want to set up advertising. This is how much we want to spend, and that's it. Just as if it was setting up a mobile phone. It was just yes and no answers, just very generic. Couple of minutes, that's all it took, and then it was up and running, and money started coming out of the bank.
Yeah. And how did the campaigns that were running compare to, like, I know that you worked with advertising agencies in the past, so what's different? What have you found different to what we've done than what other agencies have done in the past?
The main thing is that you care. So if something's not working, then you're honest and say this is not working. If we're spending too much money on a certain campaign, it's not about, oh, we need to put more money in it. We need more. We need to charge more. We need to do this. It's the honesty that this is not working. We need to change it. Let's come in for a meeting. I've never had so many meetings with any agency that any I've worked with apart from you. You'll notice mistakes. It's my job to notice the mistakes, but 9 times out of 10, you notice the mistakes before I notice them. So you'll be telling me the feeds are not working, the ads are not running, this product is not performing well. And so what we've done is we've just sort of give you full control, and you don't even have to ask us anymore. So anything that you see fit, we just allow your agency just to do it, because you know you've got our best interests at heart. It's not about how much money we can make and how much money you can make. It's about how we can progress the business.
Yeah, that's nice to hear that. It's about the numbers, but in terms of revenue and profit year on year, is that what's the situation there? Is it
this year is an awkward year. This year across the board, the whole market is down, but we've outperformed what we expected to perform every year. So we was expecting what was happening this year. The other years we performed well. Because we've been performing well, we've managed to broach into other countries. So now we've got companies in 2 other countries in the EU. We've expanded the portfolio. Not only do you do the marketing just for the e-commerce sites, you also do the marketing for the showrooms as well. So we've noticed that there has been an uptake in people in footfall. There's more people coming to the showrooms. There's more calls. There's more things that's getting fulfilled. So we've just progressed the businesses.
Nice. Well, and operations as well, like in terms of your business, have you grown the operations, like more vans on the road, for example, in terms of deliveries, staff? What's the situation?
Staff wise, yes. I think obviously I don't want to go too much into the figures, but when we first started working with your agency, I think we was maybe 4 or 5 members of staff, and we have got over 20 now. We've just bought another 3. We've just bought another 3 vans. So that'll put us over 10 vans that we will have in total. We're expanding in the other countries, like I say, in a few other countries in the EU. Then we're expanding them. We've increased warehousing space. Everything's just going up.
Yeah. Nice. And would you recommend Firmat to other home improvement type companies?
No. Obviously, I don't want. In a selfish way, no, I don't want any other people that could compete with us to go with Firmbank. But as an advertising and social media manager, then yes, I would recommend Fernbank Digital to anyone, and I have recommended Fernbank Digital. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't appreciate the value that getting an expert in. They assume a bit of Googling, I'll have a look on this, we'll click a few buttons, that does the job. It doesn't. You need to know what you're doing, you need to know the customers that we're after. And one of the things that you've tried to do is, there's no point in having thousands and thousands of people come into our shops and go into our online store if they don't want what we're selling. So you've worked hard to actually, although we might not have as much traffic as what other sites do, the traffic that we do have is people that are interested in our products.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that a marketing agency will do that you don't get from a non-marketing agency. Like I say, we tried it with Google, and all it kept saying is, oh, you need to increase your budget, you need to do this, and phenomenal. The amount of traffic was getting to the site was brilliant, but the conversion was, I'm going to use the phrase trash, but the conversion rate was rubbish. So there's no point in having thousands and thousands and thinking, wow, look at all these people on our sites and browsing it. But then when you get to the sales page, then no one's buying it, because unfortunately the dropout rate and the conversion rate was horrendous. And now it's the other way around. We might not have as much traffic, but the conversion rate is far superior.
Yeah, it's that, would you rather have 100,000 to the website or 100 people to the website that are actually going to purchase the product?
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. And when you're not using a marketing agent or someone who knows what they're doing, you are paying for them 100,000 people to come to your site, or you're paying for 1,000 people to come to your site. You're better off paying for 1,000 people coming to the site and pay a little bit more, but then 1,000 people are going to make a purchase than having 100,000 that are not going to make a purchase.
Yeah, it's knowing where to place the ads and making sure it's in the right channels for the right potential customer to come through and make the purchase, rather than throwing enough shit at the wall and hoping it's going to stick. But yeah, no, appreciate it, mate. That, as I said, that's it. It's only a few quick couple of questions, so appreciate you taking the time to answer.
Yeah, no problem.